Hello everyone and welcome to the final episode of Haddonfield Survivor Season 7. As you can see, this episode is a bit longer than the last couple, and that's because it covers more rounds of the game, and the final Tribal Council takes a little while. That all being said, the final Tribal Council, which does take up like 20 minutes of this episode, is pretty exciting, so stay tuned for that. And thanks to everyone who had watched the first 3 episodes in this one. I really appreciate it. It took me a little while to edit all of this. And I know it's not like the best footage ever and the best editing ever, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Enjoy the video.
Okay, confessional. Can I go?
Yeah.
I'm really nervous. I think I'm gonna get out either this time or next time. If Win wins, then I feel like I'm gonna get out. I'm really nervous. I don't trust them after the last one. I don't know if they're gonna get me out, but I don't know. Ah!
I love this challenge. I wish I still had it. I just like not even to like win.
You all good?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the most annoying?
Oh my god, I cannot believe
You
this
won't
is the
see
question.
what everyone said, don't worry. You just will see what the most common answer is.
I mean, I can see what everyone said.
Hey, no.
How many other questions? Wow.
Evan, look and see.
Oh, wow. Okay, those are some good questions.
Pierre thinks they're good questions.
Juicy.
6?
They'll stir the pot a little.
There's 6 questions. Alright, you guys ready for question 3?
Yeah.
Who's playing the best game? Me. I'm playing the best game.
So cheers on.
No host.
Evan's playing the best game.
People have already made their minds up about these questions.
Parker, Bucci, Dom, Jane, and Will, and you. Okay, we ready? Who's playing the worst game?
There's no prize. There's no $50 for the first round. It's only here.
Or did you just not say
There's no badge. There's no badge. Just like there is.
Alright, who are you surprised made it this far? Yeah, that's one. Did I forget someone, Jane?
Yeah, you can have it now. You can have it. Let's see what people. Hey, John, can I see the papers?
Hello.
Can I see the papers?
Nicest, who do you think everyone said?
There's all said Pierre.
Pierre, yeah. Who's the most annoying? Who's playing the best? Who's playing the worst?
They're writing what they think everyone else.
Who are you surprised made it this far? And who's the most trustworthy? So the nicest was Jane, according to all of you.
Oh my god.
What we got? Yes? Yes? What'd you say?
Jane.
Jane? No. What'd you say? Good. And you said?
I said me.
Okay, everyone gets a point except for Parker. Most annoying, who did you all say? The answer was Toby.
I said Toby.
I said both.
You both don't get a point.
I said Toby.
Okay, so you 2 have 2. You 1. What'd you say? I said Toby. Okay.
You said yourself.
Oh.
Wait.
I have 2 points.
You two
He
got it
has
wrong.
2 points.
Okay, so Toby, Will,
Toby-
and Dom have 2 points. You all have 1. Okay, playing the best, the correct answer is Bucci.
Bucci.
Who's Bucci?
Okay,
Oh.
so
What'd you say?
I said Dom.
okay, so we have 1-1,
It's fine.
1-1. You do have. Oh yeah. Oh wait, sorry. 3-3, 2. Yeah. Playing the worst. The answer is Toby.
Toby. 4.
4.
I said Toby too.
You didn't say that.
So we both have 4,
You have 4.
and you have 3.
I have 3.
And
Wait, what did
You have 4. You have 4. You have 3. You have.
You got it wrong. He only has 3.
oh, so I'm gonna
Will's the
leave.
only one with
I have
4.
4.
What did you say? Okay. So it means you have 3.
You have 3.
Okay.
Everyone has 3 except for Will.
Okay, most trustworthy. Oh no, surprise made it this far was a tie. So if you said either of these names, you're right. It was Dom or Toby.
I said Toby.
What'd you say? No.
I wrote Dom.
Good.
I overthought that one.
Greg. What'd you say? Okay. Good. Oh wait, no. Yeah. You're right. You're not right now.
I got it wrong.
Okay. Most trustworthy is Parker.
Damn it.
I said Dom.
Same.
Oh, so I win.
Yeah, Will wins.
I got 5 right.
I got 5.
And what did you say?
You got 5?
Yeah,
All right.
got it, so
we
tiebreaker between
tied.
those two.
You tied? Okay. So I'll ask another question.
You want to ask me, Jerry?
The worst.
Oh, I kind of stole it, James.
And surprise made it this far. Those are not 3 questions. Playing the worst was a tie between Will, Parker, and James.
See, I didn't say any of that. I said Toby. I said Toby too.
And surprise made it this far. Toby. Okay, I'll ask you another question.
Who's both of
Going
them?
to be 0 votes finalists. They get to the end and no one votes for them.
Votes are a good thing in the end, by the way.
So in the final 3, the jury votes for the winner. Who do you
Yeah.
think's going to get to the
I
end
think
but
the
not
way
get
that.
any votes?
Oh, I think I know who I would go for that.
No votes from the jury is bad.
Yes.
Yeah, they vote for the one
Oh,
they want.
Friendship goals.
And the jury votes for the.
Wait, what was the first question?
Who do you think's getting voted out at this next tribal council?
Oh. Oh. No longer goals. No longer goals.
I can't. They came up off the top of my head. You know, some things that come off the top of my head, not
I'm
very
between
good
2
ideas.
answers.
Wait.
Then pick one.
Then right.
You gotta choose.
Okay, wait. Jane,
Refreshing.
red
What
yellow.
is that?
Yellow.
I was thinking getting voted out next. Or so who's being a 0 votes finalist? They also also Parker.
I didn't say that either.
Who's
I
is
said-
that?
Do they tie? Parker, go.
Just throw them both at the same time.
What are they? 3, 2, 1. Parker. Pretty good.
Solid. Oh.
Oh, dude, this is so close to breaking. I don't know. On the table, probably.
Oh, I don't like that you guys are
What?
You don't like how like
Yeah,
like
this
everyone's
is,
like.
this is how
This is how Purple had to get rid of its members.
You guys have to all be relatively quiet.
I've gone hard before. It can be.
Will, how much are you guys considering like who's gonna win at the end right now at this point in the game?
Honestly, not as much as I thought we'd be. I think it's more like, who do we just like straight up not trust anymore, or maybe there's just some predetermined relationships that are helping us get through these couple votes. Because I think when we get down to the final 4, that's when it's going to be an all-out battle.
Interesting. Well, as you all know, the final 4 round is not a straight up vote. So Bucci, how does that factor into your decision tonight?
I mean, it doesn't really. It just kind of means that like it's a crapshoot at the final 4, and so you kind of just have to like work yourself to make the final 4 because it's like pretty luck based at that point.
So Toby, that makes this vote and the next one even more important because you got to get rid of the people who are going to win. So Will said people are not talking about it, but do you think that's like Will's opinion or is that the group's opinion?
I don't know. I mean, it honestly hasn't come up much in my conversation.
Really interesting. Jane, how are you? I'll just ask that. Yeah, it happens.
So true.
Dom, do you think anyone's like visibly on the outs right now? And you don't have to name names, but you can just say yes or no. No, interesting. So does that mean there's potential that this vote could be a blindside? No. No? Can you elaborate?
No.
Okay.
Guy is an alpha man.
Parker, are you feeling good?
I mean, not so much that the jury won't vote for me.
So you think the jury won't vote for you?
That's what they just said.
Parker thinks the jury's going to vote for me.
Interesting. So are you? But you think? How do you feel about your chances of getting to the end?
And I don't care.
Crapshoot. Okay, got it. Let's vote. Jane.
It's
John. Bucci. 2-2. 2 votes left. Bucci. 3 Bucci. 2 Toby. 1 left. Yeah. 11th person voted out and the 6th member of the jury. Or 5th member of the jury.
I mean,
good work. I did not think we were going to I knew the whole time.
I voted. I just didn't have any other play. What
wanna
I
do a
said,
confessional?
yeah. I'm not shocked. They wouldn't have voted Toby out then. I made myself too big of a threat too early. If I had to do it again, I would like lay lower and make my big moves like later on. but having the idol at 7 didn't really help. It was fun though. I enjoyed it. I did a little better than I thought. I didn't think I'd make the merch, so yeah. So like, yeah, you had to play it by final.
Were you doing it to build trust?
Yeah.
I did that you early.
I didn't realize that I didn't have time to get the paper out. So if I could have gotten if I realized that the paper was falling out, I would have like faked it to Tony Tagiano and just like said it was my black and white.
Set, go.
Alright, campers, you challenge.
Me too, I forgot too.
I knew about it.
I forgot about it too.
Put it in mine. No, put it in mine.
Both I'm like,
So Parker won the Final 5 Immunity Challenge, and at this point, everyone was hot and tired, so we migrated back to my house instead of being outside. It was at this point that some very important conversations that weren't filmed occurred, and I won't spoil, but some alliances shuffled around and plans were hatched. So let's see what happened at the Final 5 Tribal Council. First vote, Tovi. Will. One Will. Tovi. 2 left. Will. 2 votes Will, 2 Tovi, 1 left. 11th person voted out, and the 6th member of the jury, Will.
Then I knew.
Will, the tribe has spoken in 5th place again.
It's fine. It's fine.
Perennial 5th place.
Yeah.
Lil Lenity.
That's so.
Go. You don't have to use it like chopsticks.
Alright,
Hey, fire making challenges could take like an hour to real survive.
Is this fire making?
Yeah.
that's good, Jane. Maybe.
Don't rush. Hey, don't shake the table.
Jane, you might want to send me that second one.
Yeah, the one time. You got it though. Thank you. Andros is lit.
Don't look at your opponent.
I'm not allowed to look at him?
You can
No, I'm just saying.
oh my god.
Come on, Jane. Come on, Jane.
This lad is setting
Don't rush
You're
though.
there.
Don't rush.
You're there. Just take your time.
Small enough.
Don't knock it over.
Oh, look how she.
Fuck!
Alright, Jane, come on.
Hey, don't
Slow
shake
and
the
steady,
table.
Slow and steady.
Okay, they could fall at any time. The other person could always fall.
So how's this like making a fire?
Well, it's the best I could come up with. Come on.
I think we should have done
Maybe you should make the
It's okay, Jane. You got
I
it.
can't make a fire.
arson.
You have to take your shoestring and make a fireball.
First person
Alright,
down
Jane.
fireball.
Jane could do that really fast.
Dude, look at him.
Oh! Parker wins. Dan, you gotta see right there.
Forever good.
Next to Aiden, in the middle of the.
Thank you,
Oh, where?
Right there.
Alright, let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. We're at Final Tribal Council now. We have our 3 finalists, all with unique journeys, but they all did one thing the same. They got to the end.
They were white.
Unlike everyone over here. Also true.
Wow!
Also true. With that said, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have opening statements, questions, and finals.
But it's
And then vote.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
Is it though?
We need some quiet in the audience. So,
Decorum.
we're gonna start with you guys. Does anyone want to start with their opening statement first? You don't have to stand up, it doesn't matter.
I'm
Work pants.
Sure, just stay there.
These are my work pants.
Alright, Parker.
Okay.
Everyone else be quiet the whole time.
Might heckle.
Let me start out with thanking everyone for showing up. This was fun.
This was fun. Yeah. Thank you guys.
We love you, Parker.
I know most of you don't know me, but it was nice meeting all of you. So there's that. Genuinely. But I don't know. I just want to say, like, during the game, that was me. That was really me. I didn't put on any act for you. I feel like I was straight up with like pretty much everyone. Don't leave me.
Looking is allowed.
Yeah. No, I didn't really lie to anyone. Straight up. You guys do what you want to do. I have no hard feelings. I don't care. So, thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You don't want to be dumb. Got a tear in my eye.
It doesn't matter.
So I want to start out by saying, this was great. Thank you so much, Sean, for hosting this. But also, I am so committed to this game. I took literally 3 entire trains and a 2.5-hour commute to get here. On NJ Transit. I sat on the river line for the entire line.
No, you
Yes, I sat on the river line to be here. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears to every challenge. I did not win them, but I ran until I was wheezing. You guys weren't there, but during the duck throwing challenge for final 4, I cut myself on the azaleas. I gave my blood, I gave my sweat, I gave my time, I gave myself on the river line. I gave my skin. I had to wear a mask on the river line because it's gross. And during the game, yes, I did lie when I had to, but to the people that were my alliances, Dom, Jane, Makai, I never lied to any of you. I kept it real with all of you the whole time because I was like, from the start, we are going to be together, and I did not turn my back on any of you. And that's all I have to say.
All right. All right, Dom.
Yeah, like they said, like, thank you. This was awesome. I don't even know where to start. I think I really was an important piece of this game. I think I made some of the biggest moves, and I was the anchor of those. Like, we all gave our blood, sweat, and tears. We all wanted this really bad. It was 110 out. There's no doubt us 3 wanted it really bad. But at the end of the day, a lot of people went home because of stuff I came up with and stuff I planned and stuff I was behind and got them as my helpers. But I was the backbone of it. I came up with the ideas. Should I get into specifics or should I wait?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, you can a little bit, but don't keep it.
Okay. Like one of the biggest moves of this game was getting Will out because we were all intimidated by him. And that, yes, we were. I don't know why, but we were. And that also broke Jane and Will up, who had a strong friendship and a Final 2 connection. So that was my doing. And I won 2 big immunities. And I carried my weight through every challenge, and yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
Clap. All right, so we're gonna do questions. We're gonna go from first year to last year. So you can ask.
We all have to ask a question? To everyone.
If you don't have a question, just ask something. You can ask.
What their favorite part.
You can ask all 3 of them different questions, the same question. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I hope you've all thought about it. We'll start with your number 1, Aiden. Start with whoever you want.
Okay. Obi, I have a question for you. With the loyalty thing, did you vote to keep me or no?
The one where it was like between you and I voted to keep you.
Okay. And then for the other 2 of you, I know you guys didn't have the connections coming into this, or like 1 or 2 people you knew. How did you manage like integrating into the people who knew, but then also you guys are all there and none of them are? How did you manage to flip it also while keeping yourself safe?
Do you have it? I can go. Well, I think the only reason I'm here right now, honestly, is down to that superlatives one. I was the most trustworthy person somehow, and I think I held up to that. I didn't lie to anyone. I'll be honest, the only 2 people I helped vote out of you guys was Mary and Will. And I'm sorry, Will, I didn't get time to talk to you, and Dom got to me on that fight, and you are a strong competitor. But intimidating, if you don't think so, I mean, yeah.
It's true.
Mary, circumstantial, sorry.
What that word means.
I can definitely spell it. If you
Oh,
can
wait,
spell
you.
it out for you.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's but the connections, I think people just trusted me, and yeah, I stuck by you.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It was just about like, what was the question?
Like, how did you manage integrating with the people who knew each other, like the Haddonfield people, and then also like keeping yourself out of the?
I mean,
like,
it was
going after them.
It was definitely a challenge. I mean, if we think back to the purple team, we went down like flies, and I also orchestrated that. I did that to myself. I wanted less people. I got the team out. I got the guys out who I wanted out. But you know, even when it was just Aiden and I, and then Aiden left. Everyone knows Aiden. I came with, you know, everyone knows that was the person I knew. So once Aiden was gone, I literally felt like I was completely by myself. From there, I had to start talking to Toby. I had to start working with Mary. I branched out, and people listened to me. They trusted me, and that's what got me through the game. And I did have to, you know, I never lied, but, you know, well, I probably did lie, but like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I did everything subtly to where people trusted me. And I think that is way smarter because I was at risk the whole game. I used that immunity because I was so paranoid because I thought I was screwed. But I was smart enough. My game was good enough that I never got voted a single time the whole time. Not one card said Dom. Not a single one.
I can confirm.
Like you're not allowed to talk.
Anyway. Yeah, we can move on.
Everybody talks about like, yo, bro. Yeah.
Okay, you're next, right? Or is Camden next?
Oh, Camden.
Camden, do you have questions?
I'll do some character questions.
Mm.
Thoughts on vinegar on fries?
Parker, you can start, we'll go down.
Honestly.
Super underrated. Five Guys does it. It's pretty good. If you don't do it, give it a try.
I've never tried it, but I really like salt and vinegar chips, so I'm sure it's probably similar.
Same answer. Never tried it, but I'll try it.
Alright, moving on. Next year, Mackay. Questions?
Hey y'all. I'm trying to wait. No, I don't. Okay. Much love to all you guys. You guys are dope. I would say the general consensus of what I've seen from my limited perspective is that the jury sees all three of you guys as like under the radar players. Like a lot of people can't see directly like the big moves that you made. So I guess if you could like each person say like what was like maybe their game defining move.
Oh, I honestly didn't do much for voting people out. I just went with what other people said, honestly. Like some of the you guys were fucking blindsides to me. Like I didn't even know what was happening. Like Camden being voted out, didn't know that was happening. John being voted out, barely knew that was happening. Where did we go? But game defining, I don't know, winning the challenges, that definitely helped me. What's that?
I'm gonna be honest. I know this doesn't sound great, but I think my best move was befriending Dom as early as possible. As soon as the first tribe swap happened, I earned his trust by voting out a member of our tribe with him, and since then I have not betrayed him once. And also, not a single move, but every single tribal somebody voted for me. I didn't let it get to my head, and I still tried to play the best game that I could, despite the fact that I knew every single time if something went wrong or somebody used the wrong idol at the wrong time, I was gone.
Okay. I'm not gonna talk about wins because like those aren't like moves, I guess, to me. But like I've won stuff. But like we talked about the will stuff. Breaking these two up, I think was, in my opinion, the biggest move of the game. Besides maybe getting you out, but I took part of that. I didn't orchestrate it. I had a really valid point, but I lost it. Getting Lucci out was really big. And like I said, like, no disrespect to these guys. I love them seriously. Like, this is no disrespect at all. I don't want it to sound like it, but like, I took them under their wing, and I think that was my powerful move because I had numbers the whole time, the entire time, every single vote. I had the numbers, and I orchestrated that every time.
Okay. Okay, you satisfied?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I have individual questions. So, I'll start with Dom. Why would you bring Toby to the end? Why would you choose to select Toby? That's my question. I want to know the honest answer. What's your answer?
I do want the honest answer.
I just wanna know.
we talked about this.
Okay, I mean, I'm not like accusing.
Like once again, this is no disrespect. Like I
No.
sound like a horrible person. I don't know.
No, you do.
It's okay,
I
you can
took
say it.
them, you know, I became kind of the captain of this 3, and I brought Toby because, you know, people were voting him as the worst game. People were voting him as most annoying. So strategically, I was like, this is a guy I want at first at the end. And I had a feeling that Chester would have
Chester?
You do not have the backing of the couple.
Where's this? What? Numbers when you're best friend. All right. Okay. So
Okay.
I don't know where I got that from.
Who the fuck is Chester?
Where I got that from.
Sorry.
That's gotta be me.
Yes, you can. Okay, you can continue though. Of course.
Okay, dude, I'm so sorry.
That's so funny.
I corrected myself though right away. No one heard
That's
it.
so
though, I promise.
funny.
Nobody heard it? No one heard it? Yeah.
We all heard it.
I had a feeling that Parker was going to beat Jane. So that's why I brought Toby, because I wasn't so sure that Toby was going to beat Jane.
See, because I asked the question because I feel like
Will.
Very smart.
Very
I
special.
especially was like, do you not respect the people you play with strategically? Like, do you not feel like they equally made that same move? Do you feel like you own the moves that you made with Toby?
I mean, it depends.
And what makes you feel that way?
I mean,
like, why do you feel like you own it? Like, when it's a joint move that you relied on someone else with?
That's fair. That's a good point. I mean, I didn't take credit for all of them. Like I said, the Kai one, like, I just took part of that. I didn't, like, I take credit for the stuff I ran because it was my idea. Yes, I had to rely on them, but, you know, if they wanted to make a big move, they could have relied on me. It just didn't happen that way. It happened that I used them for the benefit of my game, and it helped them get there too, but it helped my game the most.
Thanks. Okay. Chester. Old friend.
Never gonna get it.
Do you feel like you were manipulated by anyone in this game?
Oh no, I don't give a shit what people tell me, honestly.
Okay.
It's more of like, if I agree with them, I like, if someone tells me to vote for someone, I was probably already thinking it anyway if I ended up voting for them. Like, it wasn't just everyone came up to me, it was like, vote for this person and do it. Like, yeah, I was already thinking that anyway. And confirmation bias, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't the sole person to vote you out.
I'm not I'm not bitter about this. I understand. Well, I am a little bitter that no one said that it was a big move to vote me out, because that's a little rude. But Toby, my question for you is, if there was a bug to describe your game, what would it be?
That's a good question.
A what?
A bug.
A bumblebee, because they're semi-social.
Okay.
They live in small hives, not massive ones like Apis mellifera. Fuck Apis mellifera.
Yeah.
Small groups, little nests. They work together, and by that, what I mean is that Dom saying that he orchestrated everything is not as true as he's making it out to be.
I didn't say that, but
that's kind of what you said. But
sorry.
We talked about everything. Like, it wasn't him just like telling me what to do. Most of the time I told him what to do. And at the end, when he was picking who to choose, I walked up to him and I said, I won't be offended if you don't choose me because I know it'll make it look like you dragged me here. And Dom can verify that that's the first thing I said as soon as he won immunity. I understand that Dom thinks that I'm his little lackey, but I am not. I'm here with my own game.
Thank you. I appreciate your answer. Bumblebees are cute. Bumblebees, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Any
Question for Parker, Chester. And if the answer is no, it's no. Is there one thing that you like actively did, an idea that you created that got somebody out of the game?
Oh no.
Okay. That's fine. Toby, I'll ask you the same
And it got me
question.
here.
Okay.
I'll ask Toby the same. Yeah.
And he didn't pay up front.
Yeah.
Okay, Toby.
An idea that I had specifically that got someone out.
Yes.
I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest. I think I was working together with people the whole time. I don't think it was ever like I was like, we're gonna do this, and then this happened. It was like, well, we gotta like feel the general vibe. I can't control people.
I'm not gonna ask Dom that question because I think that he did, and it was like I almost think he's not doing his own game justice because there were things that he did that even influenced me, and like I felt like I came up with ideas for certain votes, and then he convinced me otherwise. Like you going home, I wanted Jane out initially. He convinced me to do you. I apologize.
I am a horrible explainer, so thank you.
Yeah, he convinced me to do you, and I was like, why am I listening to this guy that I
Objection.
don't know at all?
Attorney testifying.
Where's the question?
What?
It doesn't question.
What? I'm not asking Dom a question. I don't need to ask Dom a
You
question.
can't say a statement then.
What?
Ask your question.
Attorney testifying.
Ask your question.
It's not, yeah, just say a statement.
Alright, do you have any other thoughts regarding what I just said? I don't think you're doing
Sure.
I mean, you're doing me more justice than I'm to myself, I
Yeah,
think. You know, I appreciate that. But like, I like trying to say, like, explain what you said, like, yeah, you're right. Like, I just had a good dynamic with everyone. I was very persuasive. And I think I did change a lot of people's minds about stuff that ended up being very big moves. And that's all I'll say about that, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Will Kennedy, you're
Parker.
Chester.
God damn it.
Chester.
I'm so
sorry. It's such a good
I guess
name.
my only question for you is, do you think there was any depth to your game besides you winning challenges, or did you kind of just like win challenges?
I don't
Dude,
know
why are you here? Why are you here?
Why are you there, Mary?
No,
Whoa.
this is
I was like, wait,
like,
you didn't do
just-
shit.
Usually you want to
Let's
kind of like.
You don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna say next to Mary. Sometimes you kind of even just want to fudge what you're saying to build yourself up. So maybe you like. So I'll ask again. Do you think you did anything else other than win challenges, or do you think the winning challenges was the only part of your game?
You mean I demonstrated my ability to compete against other people, and it showed that I could win? Yes,
Yeah,
I did do that.
Do you think there was anything else to you besides that, like socially? Or...
Well, everyone trusted me. There's that.
Okay.
And I think I'm still being honest with everyone. Like.
Yeah, we pretty honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an alpha.
Okay, thank you. Toby. Alright, I'll get back to you. So you keep on saying these big orchestrated moves, but the only one that really comes to mind that you did was my own vote out. So can you elaborate on other ones possibly that that was your idea?
That's fair. I mean, if we want to take it all the way back to the purple team, I mean, I love these guys, but I kind of, I call the shots on that. One by one. I think honestly, like Final Four. I that was very recent, but this fell into my hand. This is literally, but I wanted this and I made it happen. You know? So, and I think in general, just my big moves were just like what John said, just like changing the minds of people so easily. You know, I think that really is like underrated because it's not that I was like trying to, you know.
I feel like you were almost a little impressionable in the beginning yourself because I got you to play that idol. Because I told you, I said you're going to be voted out, and then you weren't at all. But I guess the only thing is that do you think you've played a respectable, is it a game you respect? Like, do you think you did anything you regretted or not?
I mean, it's hard to say because like I did have to deceive people to get here, but I mean, I don't think it was anything like horrible. I wouldn't say, like, if I lost to me, I don't think I'd be that mad at it because I don't think I did anything that was out of line. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to play a game. You know, it's just a game. And I would say that's that.
Okay, and then Toby, I'll start back to you. What's the most like distinguishable aspect of your game, do you think?
I think the fact that I really couldn't afford to make large moves because there was a vote for me at literally every single tribal. So the second I painted a target on my back, I'd be gone just from somebody trying to like neutrally vote me out. Like I was on the edge every single time, I was never anywhere near safe. Like the second anyone was like, I don't even like him anymore, they could have written my name, and then that would have been like 2 became 3, and then I would be gone.
If you don't mind, he was always on our majority. So he thought he wasn't safe because you and like other people were, or maybe it wasn't you. Actually,
your majority though. I just kind of want to clarify. Was it?
It changed throughout the game, but like towards the end, like when it was like us 5, for example, he was gonna be fine no matter what. Even when it was 6, he was gonna be fine. He just, in his mind, he was scared and on the edge. He was fine.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Jane, yeah.
Oh, I don't really have a game question, but for the superlatives question, did you all vote me for the nicest?
I said dumb.
He's friendly.
I really do like you a lot. But I don't know, Dom's sweet.
We did it before we started talking, so I think I put Joe.
And part of
John Gucci equals the pinnacle of,
Yeah.
kindness.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
So Trevor.
Who did Parker?
Okay, everyone be quiet.
Parker's got my.
So we're gonna go in
Okay,
there and
Chester.
vote one at a time. So everyone has to be quiet during this part mostly, please.
Vote Parker.
Aiden.
Parker.
Oh shit.
You got Parker.
I basically just said vote me out.
She got better.
All the kids went out one by one. 8, 7, 4.
Camden.
Did, so that's why it was my
Vote.
idea to get
What do you
you
vote
out.
for?
I
For the
was
person you want to
like,
win.
yeah, and then it was-
So not the person who voted.
No one looked for her idol.
Wait, no one found your idol? It's still out there.
Got it. Mackay.
All we would do was just sit on the chair.
Play the final travel, make someone win.
Oh my
No,
god.
we cannot.
Yeah, Jay.
People are hating on everyone for
This
$6.
is something fun for the summertime.
I know.
I don't know.
How does this year compare to other years?
Like, what do you mean?
Like fun factor.
For me?
Yeah.
I was like, probably like, this is probably my most fun. Technically, this is
Really?
probably my most successful.
I'm very glad about that.
I'm trying to think if there was like, maybe the last one was fun too. I think it's going up. I think last year I played a really fun game too. So maybe I should stop picking on you. I don't know who to vote for.
Really? That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vote for what my heart's telling me.
Yeah.
He also didn't actually pay me.
I think Parker deserves to win.
Mary.
I don't know. I feel like
Mary, it's your turn.
Hey.
He showed up in the fourth quarter.
Do I get to sit in the throne?
Yes, you do.
I really want to see who won.
How does this season stack up to other seasons?
Pretty fun.
Good.
I mean, it's about to be repealed anyway.
Just don't say anything. Who's next? Bucci, are you next?
Yeah, he is.
Here, sit there.
There should have been a power ranking coming into this. Really shake it up a
I
little.
made predictions.
Did you?
I'll reveal my winner pick.
Who is the most accurate?
I'll look at it.
Me and last.
I actually think I predicted second to last.
I wanted that too. So why didn't
Okay.
you tell me you turned on me before you voted?
Who's up?
Before I voted.
Will, I think?
Will, go vote.
The minute you said the thing about Toby when we were walking back to John, I was like, oh my god, no, you ruined it.
Alright, Will.
Wait.
I'll ask you the same question.
I
Did you like this season? More fun than 5 and 4?
I'd say about the same.
Alright.
The challenges were fun. It was a little hot.
Yeah, there's always something wrong with it, you know?
I mean,
Construction last year.
I actually don't know who you voted for yet.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, Will said it was a spoiler.
It doesn't help. Yeah, I mean, you probably would have.
Interesting.
Oh.
Dom's trying to take credit for everything. So.
Everyone sit down! Move!
I'm excited to see this. I feel like it's gonna get a little chaotic.
Alright.
I mean, I think
When I read the votes,
Is there a immunity idol here?
the winner will be the winner. 7
All right.
votes. Let's see what happens.
Oh my god.
First vote, Dom.
Who's handwriting that?
Next vote, Toby. Next vote, Parker. 1 to 1 to 1. Next
Wait,
vote,
You mean Chester?
Dom.
You mean Chester?
Toby. 2 votes left. 2 to 1.
Yeah.
Chester, Parker.
No!
John, go!
2 to 2, 1 vote left. The winner of Haddonfield Survivor 7.
You're welcome.
You guys did
I'm part of the Parker Club.
I watched you.
The best cabals.
I think everyone that voted for you.
John!
No, they pay me after.
Oh my god!
These confessions are gonna be great. No, he paid me after. I didn't know he was paying me. I won't take it. I was
Thank
voting
you.
from the start.
That's illegal!
I'm
telling
you, the cabal pulled all these
The
strings.
cabal was
Why'd you give me money? I thought that was yours.
I felt like it's.
And Dom, you got OT and H.
I'm only whispering today.
Yeah, you probably should have.
I'm hitting you.
Dude, I'm so pumped.
I know, I was fun. It's just like having like
Yes.
When she's not lying on my name, she's
good time.
We're not spreading lies. It's pretty good.
when she's not playing the game.
It's like a ball. Don't mess with our affairs.
Very, very interesting.
I thought they were good.
Come on.
Chester! You thought someone. You thought you ran the game.
I would have voted for him too.
I'm very interested though. His final performance was very bad, but I think the thing is the other two split the rest of the votes. So what can you do?
Oh my god, I can't believe Mark. He said to me earlier, he was like,
Oh my god. Guys, it's time to go downstairs for the reunion show. Let's go.
John, any final thoughts?
It was a good season. Thank you to everyone who played. Maybe see you next week.